Hello YouTube modelers, welcome back to my channel. I want to thank all my viewers and subscribers for tuning in. So I am almost near the completion of the Italeri BMW R75 with sidecar. The motorcycle and sidecar is done. I will save it for the final reveal, but here are the three figures, which is a substantial size to the bulk of the kit, because the motorcycle and sidecar actually is pretty small, but you'll see it. But anyway, so I'm here with the drivers, with the crew, I mean, the figures. So I glue their torsos, arms, pose them, pre-fit them. They look like they're at the correct angle. So I'm going to start detail painting them. Here are all the Mauser K98 rifles, along with their canteen water bottles, the round cylindrical storage. I think that's like their meal container, and I think that's like a water with the cup turned upside down. I think that's the cylinder that holds, I believe, gas mask, binoculars, the goggles, because they're riding motorcycles with no windscreens. So those are two rifles, the German helmets, and some spare ones. So let me detail paint these, and then I'll have the final reveal. Here we are at the final reveal of the Italeri BMW R75 with sidecar for the annual Reconnaissance group build. I want to thank our two hosts, Joachim and Markus, for hosting this annual event. So here is my build for the Reconnaissance group build. I decided to hand paint it rather than airbrush it because of the small parts involved. So I probably use more paint than I could have. I think airbrushing, I use like only 25% of the amount of paint. So here it is. The three figure size wise is much bigger than the motorcycle, because either the figures are oversized or the BMW were small back then. I don't know. But anyway, here is the build. I want to show you really quick, and then I can remove the figures, because the figures look like they're about to fall off. They don't come with a base like Tamiya does. The map actually is on the instruction sheet, and you have to cut it up. So I just made a copy of the instruction sheet and cut it out, because I didn't really like cutting up the instruction sheet. So here are all the paints that I use. It's basically most of my military flat paints from Tamiya. The paint thinner, gunmetal for the barrels and the motorcycle engine. Flat black is for the helmet and tires. Flat white for the headlights. Flat green for their jackets. Hull red for the camo, flat brown for the tan, leather portions of the canteen, the straps. I also use it as wood for the rifle stocks. This is for their pants, the German aviation gray. Desert yellow, also part of their camo pattern. Olive drab for the bed wrap. And German gray for the bulk of the motorcycle frame. So here it is, completely done. A lot of small parts. This is a really good subject matter, because I don't know if I would call it a supporting vehicle, but it's usually something you wouldn't think of when you start thinking about armor, because people usually think of tanks, trucks, jeeps. But this is a really good build if you want to add to a diorama or as a standalone. It's something I probably normally would not have thought of building, but for the Reconnaissance, really good build. But if you're someone who doesn't feel comfortable or like detail painting small pieces, I do not recommend this, because the parts are really small. Like even the gas tank cap came as a separate piece. And there is I would say a a cup that cradles the MG34. It's even smaller than the gas cap, and that flew out of my fingertips. So a few times there were like 3 parts that came off my fingertips, not even off my tweezer, and it took me like 15 to 30 minutes to find it on the floor and all that stuff. So a lot of small parts. As is, I already lost one of the canteen bottles somewhere. I don't know where it is, or else I would have strapped it to this strap. One other thing too, if you want just a single motorcycle without the sidecar, you can obviously build it just as the single motorcycle without the sidecar, because it does come with a center stand, which I glued in the up position, but you can probably prop that down if you wanted to. So here are the figures. I'll remove them because they look like they're about to fall off, but I did him in the leaf foliage camo. They all have Mauser K98s. Surprised none of them had an MP40, but that's fine. He's posed, so you can't really stand him up. He basically is posed for the motorcycle only. So a lot of detailing with his attachments, but they do add to all the intricacies when you look at them. He's seated. Here's the bed wrap or a canteen attached to it. The extra rifle. And here is the motorcycle. Very, very small indeed. A lot of hand painting. I couldn't do it all at once. I kind of had to do it in stages. Like pre-paint it, because you definitely want to paint the engine before it goes inside the frame. And you have to paint it again or touch up a lot when you're done. So pretty much like 2 or 3 stages of painting. It's impossible to paint everything all at once, because if you assemble everything all at once, there's no way you can paint the engine. So pretty cool motorcycle. I mean, it's pretty accurate. I mean, it's got like the back pad for the front seat. It's got this cap that covers, I think, some kind of compartment or something. I try to get the BMW decal on the gas tank. The license plates and the decals, very simple, just a few. And of course, the engine is completely gloss gunmetal. So that's it. I use Revell flat red and flesh tone for the others that I didn't show you. The MG34 is very detailed. Even comes with the bipod that I glued in the up position. And of course it comes with the ammo belt, which I glued on the side. But very, very nice detail. Unfortunately, it's very small, so you have to have patience, good eye, use a magnifying. You have to be comfortable handling and detail painting such small parts. Even without the tweezer, they flew out of my fingertips, and I had to stop and try to look for it. As is, I already lost 1 water canteen, or water bottle. So hopefully I'll find this sometime soon. If not, it was just an additional accessory to strap to the back. So hope you guys like it. The figures are really big, and both are equally as hard because of the small size and the amount of detail painting, but they are worth it, because when you're done, everyone can enjoy the detail and it looks like all separate pieces. So that's it for now. So thanks again, Joachim and Markus, and hope you guys had fun seeing this reconnaissance build of the BMW R75 with sidecar. Not a normally chosen kit, but definitely a great add-on if you want to add it to your tank build or Jeep build, or even just as a separate diorama. Stay tuned for some stills, and thanks for watching.